I was a student at the residential school for 10 years. I will start with a brief history. I entered when I was 6, vividly remembered that day, my mother leaving me there, and I never seen her again for quite a few years. I don't remember those 4 years from 6 to 10. From 10 on, my grandparents took me in and learned the culture, the traditional ways, spirituality, and the language. I got married when I was quite young to an alcohol abusive husband, left him after 8 years and after I had 5 children. During the residential days, things happened the same as all the others that were stated earlier. We couldn't speak our language, and I wasn't one of them. I spoke English till I was 10. That's when I began to learn. Although I did learn from the other kids in secret, and they too got punished and whipped, strapped, slapped across the face. I felt sorry for them, and I still do, because they carry that pain with them. In my teen years, when I was about 13, I got slapped across the face from the administrator, and I thought for sure my head was going to come off. His fingerprints were left on my face, and he wouldn't allow me to go to school for a few days. I remember that time we were having choir practice, and I was counting the little squares up on the ceiling. That's my punishment for not singing and counting the squares. Another time I got slapped across the face was when I first entered the number 3 dorm, and somehow a young one of the boys came into the dorm, and I didn't even know he was there, and got blamed for that, and I got punished for somebody else's doings. I never knew violence before until I went to the residential school, and I seen a lot of it. There was a lot of us there. There may have been about 100 girls and maybe a little bit more boys, because it started out to be a boys' school. I survived it. When the change of hands came over, I worked for the residential school, and my own children were admitted to the residential school. The residential school closed in 1979. My boys disclosed sexual abuse in 1987. That the intermediate boys was sexually abusing them. 1 week before my oldest son's court, he committed suicide. A year and a half later, my second son committed suicide. I had a hard time coming up here. I was scared. but I'm here now. I went through a lot of therapy and still going to therapy. And after my second son passed away, I didn't know what to do with myself. I too wanted to commit suicide. I blamed myself. And I still do. I blamed the church for the longest time, and I still do. I changed my faith and I went to Baha'i. It was closer to my own culture, my spirituality. I really blame myself too. My children, the youngest will be 23 on the 10th of August, who is the only one that is doing alcohol and drugs. The others have sought help by seeing a therapist, and I tried to get them to follow me, change their faith, but they said no, they liked their church, their religion, although they do participate in spiritual things that's happening in my community. After about 9 months of therapy, they kind of my community nudged me ahead and said, you gotta do something else. With all my experiences, why don't I educate myself and help the people that are suffering like I am? Of all the boys that disclosed sexual abuse at that time, only a handful are left. Many of them committed suicide before they went to their court. Today, my oldest daughter, she was in training to be a medicine woman and became very spiritual, and I'm proud of her. She is one of the actresses in the St. George's play that was put on in Chilliwack called Medicine. although it's a Catholic background, I could relate to what happened in the Anglican in St. George's School. I don't have, can't say anymore.